Hi, my name is Crystal Ngo, and I am a senior Bonner leader from A-Leaf, Houston, Texas. My first exposure to service began when I was in middle school, where I attended a public charter school called Yes Prep. Here, service was one of our values, which encouraged monthly community service trips. These trips consisted of us collecting trash at parks, stocking cans at local food pantries, and packaging non-perishable foods for underprivileged families. Although these tasks were simple, I enjoyed them. It was this initial exposure that I learned volunteering was a good thing. But it wasn't until I got to C'20 that I was able to value the meaning of service and explain why building a genuine bond and collaborating with community partners matter. Given my experiences, I was naturally drawn to the Bonner Leadership Program once I was introduced to it by my friend Cody in the class of 2018. I was thrilled that there was an integrated service opportunity that allowed students to collaborate with the communities surrounding C'20. I wanted to be a part of a cohort of students that could build those bonds and learn from our community partners. I joined the program my sophomore year and worked at 2 sites. My first site was at the university farm, where I learned to utilize a variety of tools to make plant beds, build the greenhouses, and care for the goats. I loved my work at the farm, but I was unable to give it my all. In my second site, New Life, I discovered in myself a passion for working with adults with disabilities that shaped the rest of my time in C'20. New Life is a nonprofit organization located in Winchester, Tennessee, and works to integrate adults with disabilities into society and improve their quality of life. I had no prior experience in working with this population. It was very rewarding for me to learn how to interact with each adult. I'd soon learn each person's quirks, what would make them laugh, and discover their interest. Then, my goal was to expose the adults to the rest of the C'20 community. I strive to collaborate with multiple organizations to destigmatize any notion of working with this population and to educate others on how to interact with the adults. There should be no preconceived notions that the adults are incapable of doing certain tasks. I organize teams of volunteers to lead them in various activities like yoga, creating flower crowns, celebrating Valentine's Day, Easter, Halloween, and visiting the fire department. After a year of working with New Life, I left for my semester abroad in Panama feeling unsatisfied with my work because I felt that I could do more. When I returned to C'20 in the spring, I gained a sense of clarity for what direction I wanted the rest of my college experience to go. I reevaluated my involvement and kept only organizations that, as Marie Kondo says, sparks joy in my life. New Life was my place of joy. I always looked forward to seeing the adults on Tuesdays. Their grin spreading across their face from ear to ear warmed my heart and gave me a sense of purpose. With this new focused energy, I was able to expand my involvement with New Life. I wrote and received a grant to establish a sensory room, which is a tranquil environment for strengthening all 5 senses with soothing music, fluorescent lighting, and tactile objects. This was the largest project that I'd ever spearheaded. I didn't expect things like proper painting and organizing student volunteers to be so challenging. But the C'20 community is motivating, and I have so many local Winchester business owners to thank for the sensory room's success. Since its opening, one adult has made a noticeable transformation with his posture and improved breathing. My work with New Life also led to C'20 hosting the first ever Special Olympics called February Madness this year. I have been so grateful to witness the stamina, resilience, and athleticism of the adults at New Life, and it really showed during the game when they took home the win. This event united C'20 students and community members, and I hope this collaboration continues. I never imagined that I would have been able to create a sensory room or host a Special Olympics. But I listened to my intuition. I stuck to things that truly brought me joy, invested my energy wholeheartedly into those areas, and in the end, I loved New Life so much it didn't feel like work. There are so many people behind the Bonner scene that I have to thank, but I would like to dedicate a special appreciation to the amazing and inspirational women that I've met throughout my experience. Thank you, Mrs. Hoagland, for pushing me and being a role model. Thank you, Tina, Jane, Leanne, Brittany, and Radiance, who are the amazing women that care for the clients as their own family. Y'all have been monumental teachers. I am grateful for your resilience. Thank you, Vicky, my supervisor, who has been my partner, and the women with the ideas that push my capabilities. These women have been a gift to collaborate with, and I am privileged to call them family. Lastly, thank you, Robin, for believing in me and supporting my endeavors. You are the heart of the Bonner program. I'm sad I couldn't say my official goodbyes to everyone, but it's best that I never got that opportunity. No matter where life takes me, this community made my college experience a memorable one, and I grew tremendously by learning the true meaning of capacity building. I learned that the difference between my middle school trips and college is the community engagement that I have had the honor of being a part of. New Life and the Bonner community welcomed me with open arms. After I graduate, my vocation might not be about working with adults with disabilities, but my avocation will be for any person with disabilities.